Yo, what is good, world? It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King the third, and as always, I have my lovely co-hosts with the most by my side, Miss Rici Pieci, the one and only.
Hey, y'all.
We thank y'all for tuning in and turning up for another dope episode of This, That, and the Third, the lifestyle show that gives you life. Literally. Now, we're going to begin the show in the best fashion we know how, and that's with shouting out our sponsors, beginning with none other than Maker's Mark. Shout out to everybody making their mark in their respective lanes and or industries.
As well as Mountain High. Climb your way to the top.
Straight like that. So shout out to Gary and Greg for always pulling up, popping out, pulling up, and putting on in that order. And now we're going to begin with some new news for all y'all new news. So Miss Rici, what's topping off our news segment this week?
I guess you can say Biden got a win.
Yeah,
right?
Indeed.
He got his, $1 trillion infrastructure bill to pass.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that nigga's actually presiding over something at this point. I haven't
Besides
heard him do
COVID
anything.
vaccines,
Yeah, because he
right?
just has that January deadline to try to
January
get
4th.
a certain amount of people vaccinated. So the infrastructure bill is going to help like roadways and
Yes, so
railroads.
get this. So they're going to upgrade public transit
Okay.
in all cities, right? Whatever cities need it.
Cities that matter.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Fix the water supply.
In Flint.
Well, here too. Like
Yeah,
in a
let's
lot
start
of
with
places,
Flint, though.
right? Yeah, but a lot of places.
Them niggas drinking sewage.
Expand internet into rural communities. Apparently, they don't have internet.
Oh, hinky.
This
Kind of
is
hinky.
2021.
Right, we
like,
on 5G. They on lowercase g. That's crazy.
And then obviously bring over 1.5 million jobs to America,
because
right?
the people actually gotta get to work on
They
the
gotta build that
infrastructure.
stuff, right? So, and watching that and listening to the news about that, they talked about Chicago's expressways, right? Can you guess which is the worst expressway here in Chicago?
The Bishop Ford, bro, coming up
My
from
mom said the same thing.
159th. There's this divot in the middle of the road that will fuck your shit up. Trust me, I know.
No, it's not it though.
Not the Bishop Ford.
No.
The Eisenhower, 290.
290.
290.
So 290 is actually one of my favorite. Just
I ain't got no
because
beef with 290.
you know, when I was in high school, 290 get right to downtown,
Get to
no
it.
traffic.
Get to it.
But apparently, when they built 290, they only built it to carry over 40,000 cars.
Okay.
Right? Guess how many cars are on there now?
More than 40.
Clearly.
Yeah, I would say about 75,000.
Over 200,000
Over 200,000.
are traveling back and forth on the Eisenhower. And the huge issue is like right between Austin and Manheim, which then makes
Where
it
that
back
goddamn
up.
Gapers delay be at, man.
But then that makes it back up to Western, right? Because everybody just going freaking slow.
Yeah, and them stupid ass. I don't understand why the exits are on the left when you going west. Like usually the exits
Well, really,
are
it's
on
just
the right.
Austin and Harlem.
Yeah, but I think that's the area where everything get backed up because niggas like, oh shit, there's my exit over there.
Or, oh shit, let me get out of the exit lane.
Yeah, or I'm in the exit lane. Let me get, it's like.
So
bruh.
when I was in high school, when we lived in Oak Park, there was a thing where they were trying to expand then. But all those people who have the homes along the expressway signed like a petition. Was
Hell
like, no, we
will
don't.
not- we will not go.
We're not doing this. Well, apparently you guys will be doing this.
Go implement eminent domain on y'all ass.
So Eisenhower will be one of the expressways that they expand. But so this is good because one of the main things Trump talked about,
Hey,
but
Trump.
also Obama, was the infrastructure. How can we be number one in importing goods and making our own goods if our infrastructure sucks?
Yeah.
And that's the one thing China has up on us.
Yeah.
So that's a good win for us.
Well, congratulations, JoJo. Finally doing something with your stinking ass.
Right. Also, okay. We talked about the Kyle Rittenhouse
We did.
right? In Kenosha. The white boy who shot, I think he shot over 3 people. 2, I don't remember how many died, but they all were white guys that got shot.
Really?
Yes. It wasn't
Did not
anybody
know
black.
that.
Everybody, all the victims are white.
Did not know that.
So that's why this trial is going to be interesting
Yeah.
to see.
So do you care less now if he gets convicted?
No, but I still think he needs to be convicted. Like,
Right.
what type of privilege is that for you to carry a gun across state lines, underage, and think you can just shoot people?
Yeah.
So his whole thing is it was self-defense. He was scared. He thought they were going to shoot him first because two of the victims had guns.
Right.
One of the victims that had guns died.
Can't say victims. Have to say protesters, arsonists, looters, or rioters.
So that's crazy now that you know that they're white.
Yeah,
right?
that's crazy.
So,
I definitely, because I said that was code for nigger, but maybe it's code for wigger.
They were all
cracker.
white guys. So
I had a conversation with my daughter the other day about the term cracker. Like, what's the origin of the term cracker? She asked me, and I told her maybe a fable, but what say you? Where's the word cracker come from?
It came from like back in the segregation days in the 60s. That was like a word, I don't know who created it, but obviously people of color.
Right.
The blacks would call whites
people
like
cracker.
rednecks, cracker. Yeah, I think
Honky.
it came back in that time.
So I always thought that it came from like cracking a whip. You crackers, you motherfuckers, cracking our backs with these whips. And they look like saltines sometimes. So like you look pasty and whatever, like a cracker. Not a Ritz cracker, obviously.
Clearly, not a Ritz.
But a saltine specifically.
I don't know about that.
What about honky? Does that come from them being impatient in their automobiles and honking incessantly at Negroes?
How about this? We're going to give Calvin some homework, right? So next week, I want you to come back and
Find
tell
out where
us
these tropes come
where
from.
these things come from. Because I don't know.
Right, we have no freaking clue.
I just think we need to figure out some words to call their ass since they was calling us nigger.
Right, but you can't call them victims in this particular case.
Right. So anyway, Kyle Rittenhouse was giving his testimony. And when
Are you surprised that they had him testify? Like, a lot of times in these high-profile cases, they be like, man, we're not going to have him take the stand because...
Well, no, he's a young kid in their eyes.
Yeah.
If it was one of our 17-year-olds, it would be an adult, this man, right?
Being tried as a murderer.
But to them, he's a kid.
Right.
So, of course, they're going to play
that
that
sympathy.
violin string, right? He gets up there. Now, the whole trial, mind you, he's kind of just been sitting back, grinning, cheesing, laughing. He gave us the ugliest cry, okay? Like, the judge had to say, let me give you a moment.
Man, get
Let's
it together.
break.
Get it together, bitch.
While he is breaking down, his mom is in the stands crying.
Right.
And someone's consoling her. Meanwhile, it was the brother sitting behind them like,
These niggas. These motherfuckers gonna win an Academy Award or an Oscar.
So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see the verdict in this. Considering the victims were not black.
Yeah.
But I still think he needs to go to jail.
I did not know that, dog. I thought he was killing Negroes. And then I also heard, like, obviously we was talking offline about how the judge seems to be very biased in this case. But you said he has a background for racist things and things of that nature. But it just seems like he's totally against the prosecution and their line of questioning and their approach to the case and, their things that they're saying and bringing up. But then it's also like, I didn't know that he was supposedly, I mean, I know he's saying he's in fear for his life, thought he was going to get shot first.
Yeah.
But he was supposedly doing this shit on some protecting the property.
Protecting the businesses.
Right. I didn't know that you couldn't use deadly force to protect property. I thought like if somebody was at your crib or in your lawn stealing your lawn lights, you can hit them over the head with a bat, kill them, and they would be in trouble for stealing. But it's like you can't use deadly force apparently to protect property, just life. I didn't know that.
So, yeah, like if someone breaks into your home and you're sleeping, it's like a very fine line.
Yeah, like
right?
if they're leaving out, you can't shoot them
You
in the
can't
back.
shoot them, right?
But if they're
Because they were
charging down
leaving.
on you, you can kill them.
Right, but if they came in your house, like the Breonna Taylor, if they banging on your door, knock your door in, kick down, and just run amok, you're
you can stand
protecting
your ground.
yourself.
Yeah.
Is what, and I wouldn't even say it's your home, right? Because
Right.
then it's like
then it's
no,
property again. Yeah, you're
So
protecting your own safety and well-being.
Right. So it's very fine.
Man, I should have been a lawyer, bro, so I would just know my motherfucking rights. Like, goddamn, I'm so oblivious. I thought you could kill niggas that tried to steal your shit. But I think there's a movie about that. I think it's called First Time Felon, where the nigga just a standard white boy, you know, suburban, whatever, and like just got outside the law trying to protect his home and his family, but the dude who was robbing the crib, I think, was leaving out or running away, and he killed the motherfucker, and nigga went to jail for getting robbed.
Well, even remember in that movie South Central?
The South Central?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember when what's his name? JoJo was stealing something. Ray was stealing out the house, and the man shot him in the back.
Yeah.
And he went to jail.
Yeah. But I thought that they hood justice that nigga.
Kid.
I thought they hood justice him. Like, didn't Ray go get Lil Jimmy's shooter,
ended up getting
and then
him,
they ended up
they still took him down.
Yeah.
Just
go with it.
yeah.
Revisionist history here on This, That, and the Third. What else we got in the news?
Oh, that was it.
Well, that about wraps us up for this week's segment of New News on this week's episode of This, That, and the Third.
Literally.
This is a traffic jam. This, that, and the third. Traffic jam. Doing this, that, and the